How do I feel about the word crazy? Not good, I think, because the word crazy indicates there's something wrong with you. I think everybody is a little bit crazy. Everybody can have like crazy thoughts. Some people have more crazy thoughts than other people. But yeah, I think everybody is a bit crazy, and it's really more like a name calling thing, you know, like, who this person is crazy. Yeah, no, I don't feel that good about the word crazy. I think it's really stigmatizing. Yes, I have. When I was younger, I had an anxiety disorder, and I used to have panic attacks. And what was triggering those panic attacks was the thought, like, because if you have a panic attack, you feel like really super stressed, and you have like a lot of stress hormones in your body, and you're sweating, and you're really entering the flight or fight modus. But I didn't know that. I was like, what the hell is going on with me? And then I had like this sudden thought of like, what if I'm going crazy? And well, I was so scared of becoming crazy. Didn't have any ideas further than that. Maybe become schizophrenic or something like that. And that set me off so much that I was like, yeah, that I was really like, whoa, what's happening to me? Am I crazy right now already? Because I was constantly worrying at one point about having panic attacks. And I was super anxious all the time. Yeah, that made me feel like I was crazy. So yeah, I used to have that. My experience today of the world is pretty good. Today in the world, I wake up and I'm like chill. I'm in my bed, chill, relax. And I go out and I'm gonna do stuff that I like to enjoy. I'm not stressed at all. I don't feel anxious at all. I'm really present in the moment. So if you're gonna be in my shoes for one day, you will and feel how I feel. You feel that you're really in the moment. You're not worrying about the future. You don't reminisce about the past, what you've done wrong, what you've done different. I learned to accept that things are how they are, and I learned to accept myself and my feelings. And especially when I was younger and I had this anxiety, I learned to accept that. And by accepting that, it kind of went away in a short version. And yeah, now I'm just present and here in the moment, and I'm happy and I'm enjoying the good things. My daily struggles. That's a hard one. Well, yeah, because I'm really present in the moment and trying to live life to the fullest, like just be here in the moment, present and enjoying happiness and all those things. I have a lot of struggles with people that don't do that much, or because there is of course a future, and I still have to go to work and do sometimes things that I don't want to do, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. I just want, because I can enjoy life so much, I just want to enjoy it most of the time and don't want to do stuff like work, for example, that needs to be done. So I'm having troubles to do stuff that everybody has to do, but I feel a really big resistance towards it. Is it clear like that? It feels super vague. Nah, I'm really not. I'm not really afraid of anything, to be honest, and that sounds weird, but it's the truth. Yeah, I'm afraid that the people that I love, that something bad will happen to them, because it's out of my control, and I want them to be happy. So yeah, I think that's my biggest concern. I like to play guitar. I like to climb. I like to take walks outside. I like to write. I like to laugh. Laugh, like laughing. I also like to laugh. I like to eat. Just enjoying the good things, everything that can make you happy. And that you can appreciate. I'm appreciating. I have some ironic, I have one really ironic moment. I once went to Canada for a girl. I'm from Amsterdam myself, and went to Canada for a girl. I met her in Amsterdam. It was like a romantic relationship. I didn't know her for a long time, and I went for this girl to Montreal. And it went horrible. Like after day 2, we got like in a big fight, and it was totally not what I expected. Blah blah blah. And well, 2 days later, I went back to Amsterdam. It was horrible. Never spoke to her again. And when I was in the plane from Canada back to the Netherlands, I was like, okay, I'm never gonna be back in Canada ever again. And Canadian girls like. And then like 2 months later, I met another amazing girl. She was also from Canada, from Montreal. I was like, this is not gonna work out. But I really liked her, and we kind of started dating, and well, now I'm 2 years further, and here we are. So this is really ironic, I think. No, I won't like to change it. My social life is really good. I have a couple of really good friends. I'm really close with them. They are back in the Netherlands, but now I'm here in Canada. I still call them a lot. I don't see them that much, but the quality is really high. And I'm really happy with them, and I really appreciate them. Well, the first thing that I want to put in their minds is there is nothing, if you're experiencing like mental illness, there's nothing wrong with you. A lot of people experiencing crazy thoughts, a lot of people experience anxiety or depression, have some sort of an addiction or anything. What I want to put in their minds is that a lot of times people experience those things when they're suppressing certain emotions. And like an anxiety disorder or depression or addiction is just a way of your own subconscious mind to distract you from that emotion coming up. So yeah, it's hard to explain in English, but just knowing that there's nothing wrong with you and that it's just that can already help you. And I mean, look up for researches. A lot of people have like this crazy thought sometimes, or an anxiety or depression. Is that also you can work on it if you have a depression or anything, and you can get rid of it. A lot of people think it's part of who they are, but it's not. It's not part of who you are. It's just your body telling you something, that you have something that you should process and work on, and letting you know. And you can work on it. And I think that's really important, that a lot of people don't understand that, or don't know that maybe. And that's a shame, because if you find out what you're suppressing, you can process that, and you can learn from that, and then it's not there anymore. You don't have the need of addiction, or have these crazy thoughts, or you feel not that depressed anymore, and then there's like room and space for yourself to enjoy life as it is, in the moment, in the present. I think the most, like I told before, and I can talk like from my own experience, a lot of well, when you have a mental illness, at least with anxiety or depression or some addiction, it's because you're expressing certain emotions. And a lot of times the emotions that people are repressing are emotions that give themselves a bad feeling about themselves, that they're not good enough and that they're not worthy enough, that they're less than other people. That are mainly the emotions, and whatever the causes of those emotions are, of course, super different from every person. But I think in the core, that is like the main emotions that people are repressing. And you can cure that by just loving yourself and accepting yourself for who you are. And you can experience that if you really and truly love yourself, you're healing those emotions. And you're healing your anxious thoughts, you're healing your depressed thoughts. Because you love yourself, and by loving yourself, you can accept yourself, and even that you have those thoughts. And this is not a bad thing to have those thoughts, because everybody experiencing this, and it's for a reason. And once you're like sweet to yourself and accepting yourself and loving yourself, you feel that those thoughts are going away. Because one of my biggest issues was just the fact that I had an anxiety disorder. I could not accept it by myself. I did not want to have an anxiety disorder. When I was somewhere with friends or somewhere, and I felt bad about myself because I was anxious, and I was like, everybody's having fun, but I feel anxious. I suck, you know. I'm shit. Why am I like this? Instead, if I would just love myself, and like, I'm having this anxious thoughts. Oh, poor me, you know. It's alright. It's okay. You can have it. A lot of people can have it. If I would have thought more like that, well, first of all, if I would be kind and sweet to myself, I would feel not that anxious anymore. Because when you feel anxious, for example, all you want actually is like comfort and somebody that is like caring for you. And the moment you do that to yourself, you can feel what you're actually suppressing. And it's hard to explain like this. Is it any clear? Love yourself. That's the main that's the main thing I want to tell. And you feel the difference. You feel the difference, and you can realize how amazing life actually is.